sweet outside the ring.
Come on in. We're ready.
But inside it, they're absolute knockout artists.
Look, jab slides.
So these next two.
These are the most explosive knockouts from women's boxing and MMA.
Out of her corner, 8 left of 1, 2, 3, 4.
The whole body into it. And the gap.
See a chance to score an impressive win. Works away to the body.
This is Boxing Game. Here we go.
Shot! Unbelievable!
Did not really fight her.
Big right hand! One punch! That is it!
Because of their cute faces and harmless looks, many people think girls are the most innocent creatures on earth.
Come on in.
But the moment they swap a kitchen apron for a pair of boxing gloves,
Whoa!
Right hand.
Oh, that's it. Oh, my goodness.
even men start shaking.
Fantastic. Oh! Great shot! Look, jab slides. Oh!
Get comfortable, because you're about to witness some of the most terrifying knockouts ever delivered by the ladies.
These next two.
Huge!
This is Boxing Game. Here we go.
Swatted, and down she goes.
In May 2004, inside a four-cornered coliseum, Ann Wolfe and Vonda Ward squared off for the IBA and WIBA titles.
Ward.
The moment the bell rang, Butterbean's wife charged straight at her opponent.
Gets hit with the first.
But Ann wasn't planning to sit back, and soon Wolfe started sinking her teeth into her victim's throat.
She's already tasted a little bit of the power.
Then Wolfe delivered a TNT-level shot straight to Ward's jaw,
Did not really fight her.
Big right hand! One punch!
sending her lights out and shipping Ward's consciousness straight to the ward of the realm of Morpheus.
One punch! That is it! Forget about the count. It is over. Tim Bird. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's hope that Vonda is okay. A jubilant.
Next up, Kelsey Wickstrom versus UFC legend Cris Cyborg.
First thing I'm going to notice is you got to love this.
From the first seconds, they swung like they were fighting over the last discounted designer bag. But Cyborg wasn't planning to turn into scrap metal. She dialed in her radar and lined up the perfect shot to send her opponent crashing to the canvas. And she even found her a new career path in the process. Later, in a blood-pumping cage match, Korean powerhouse Young-ji Kim faced Japan's Rin Nakai, who looks like a She-Hulk. At first, they kept their distance like they were staring down an X. But within moments, Nakai pounced like she spotted the last protein bar on sale. The referee rushed forward, desperate to save Young-ji Kim from being turned into ramen. People once dreamed of Tyson versus Tommy Morrison, so it seems women's promoters offered their own version, Ann Wolfe versus Gina Nicholas.
She has the upper hand.
In round one, Nicholas relied on her muscle shield and aggressively pushed forward.
Ann is definitely improved.
But Wolfe wasn't having it. She mercilessly smashed through that protein armor piece by piece.
Able to accomplish that goal. Wail on her. She's got a good chin.
Then she landed a hammer of a punch right on the switch-off button on the jaw of her opponent. Proving once again that women's boxing sometimes outshines the modern men's scene. In 2011, Sophie, Mathis, and Holm entered the ring, instantly boosting searches on a certain black and orange website. Once the bell rang, chaos erupted. They fought like their lives depended on it. Sophie, like Rain, tried to repeat her favorite scenario of climbing to the top in the fight. But Holm had no intention of giving up, capitalizing on every mistake her opponent made. Then Sophie found Holm's jaw and left her hanging on the ropes like panties after wash day. But Holm wasn't satisfied, so she went right back for more and took a short trip to Morpheus. In 2009, Leyly Luz Flores fought Cris Namús for the championship title. Chris's height gave her a massive advantage, letting her bombard from above. But Leyly Luz pulled herself together and started tearing down those upper floors. Her punches soon had Cris stumbling like a ballerina after a night out.
No está bien Namús.
Atención, Guajardo.
No está bien Namús. Va a detener el match. Está mal, se acabó, la paró Campo. Fue todo. Leyly Luz Flores. Leyly Luz. Viene la cuenta para Namús, se cayó. Guajardo va a detener el match.
And the referee quickly stepped in, sending Cris Namús off for recovery.
Impecable. Todo de negro.
In this fight, two champions collided, Jelena Mrdjenovich and Olivia Gerula.
Make her make the mistakes, keep her hands up.
They threw down from the start like they were fighting over a boyfriend.
74 for Jelena Mrdjenovich.
But Jelena decided to send the judges home early.
So these next two... Oh!
And landed a monster shot that shut Gerula's lights off instantly.
And then they fall face first into the canvas, so...
Jelena Mrdjenovich sealed the deal, while Olivia Gerula needed time to regain her senses. In this bout, the seemingly sweet Momoko Yamazaki faced Libby, whose innocent looks turned out to be a trap. As soon as the bell rang, they went wild, sacrificing their manicures without a second thought. However, Yamazaki noticed that Libby had the same hairstyle and responded with a whole combo platter of heated strikes, but Libby refused to sit back. She unleashed her fury, wiping off Yamazaki's makeup with her gloves and dropping her straight into the embrace of the darkness, proving you really shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Next was a clash between giants of boxing, Vonda Ward versus Elizabeth Kerin.
These ladies don't like one another.
The round had barely begun when Ward was knocked down. But she rose like a phoenix and immediately seized the momentum. Cornering Elizabeth Kerin, she unleashed a storm of punches that shut her opponent's consciousness down. In 2020 came... In 2017, two warriors clashed, Katie Taylor versus Monica Gentili.
At least in Monica Gentili from Italy.
Throughout the fight, Will Smith's wife proudly thrust her bald iron head forward and took blows right on it.
This is a tough third opponent. Oh, good shot from Katie Taylor.
But Katie Taylor had no intention of dragging it out. With one fist, she blasted through Monica Gentili's jaw, dropping her opponent to her knees.
Crisp, accurate shot. Oh, beautiful shot there with the left hand. It was a combination at the end.
And claiming a decisive victory.
Katie Taylor!
Once upon a time, fearless Rebecca Laws met Carly Hullman, who stared at her opponent with hungry determination.
I know there
From the first seconds, the Queen of Size sent Laws to the canvas with a heavy shot.
Whoa!
But as she tried to get up, Laws broke every law of the ring, a mistake that would later prove to be her fatal error. Then Carly Hullman swarmed her defenseless opponent and turned her into a sleeping beauty.
Oh, wow, what a punch. This is over. And I hope Rebecca is good, because she's definitely not looking good.
Oh, Jesus!
In the world of martial arts, there are fighters who, instead of following the rules and demonstrating masterpiece, resort to despicable moves, trying to win at any cost.
Thai boxing, the pace comes straight away for Sheila Gaff, and that was
But there are also ladies who hide their ratty nature behind a mask of beauty and commit disgusting acts. We'll show you the dirtiest girl fighters who lost their honor eager to win the battle and were brutally punished. This babe's name is Taylor Starling, nicknamed Killa Bee. She will make you fall in love with her cute looks and then disgust at her despicable behavior. The female parody of the cockiness king, on the stare down with Cristina Faria, arranged a carnival of humiliation. In response for the insults, Faria promised to behead cocky Blondie. Their bout was expected to be hotter than Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial. In the fight, Starling shook her opponent's palm, but that only angered Faria. Remembering all Killa Bee's brazen moves, Faria started destroying the rascal's hive with accurate punches. Starling's insolence was washed away with tears of despair when she was knocked down. Brassy girl tell her corner she couldn't continue, but was ignored. Faria attacked again, forcing her opponent to cowardly surrender and making the brash girl humble forever.
But that's a verbal submission from Taylor Starling.
This girl's name is Kamila Smogulecka, and she is also known by her nickname, Zusje. She is famous for her total disrespect for her rivals, with showing off behavior and rat actions during a fight. Before the fight with the small-sized Kamila Wybrańczyk, the insolent girl decided to humiliate her opponent for her tiny height. In the beginning, Zusje controlled the fight. After escaping a punch, Wybrańczyk responded with a hit to the nose. Wybrańczyk was eager to get revenge on her brash opponent and went forward with a takedown. Next, Wybrańczyk pounced with hammer fist punches. Having enjoyed the beating, Wybrańczyk took her neck in a lock and like a hungry python choked her victim. Apparently not forgetting the humiliation, Wybrańczyk repeated the mocking gesture of the cocky rival. This sneaky rat changed gender to fight with women. This man's name is Boyd Burton. He has had a gender reassignment and competes in women's MMA as Fallon Fox. Many say he changed his gender to fight against women. Apparently, he is bigger in size and physically stronger than the girls who fight against him. Using his advantage, he easily smashed all of his opponents. His next victim was Ashley Evans Smith. Throughout the fight, the man in the shape of a woman dominated his fragile opponent. He used his physical advantage again, smashing Ashley at the net. In one of the episodes, Ashley escaped from the clinch and took the opponent down. After that, she managed to get a position on top, and in the third round, Ashley finished Fox off, punishing the rat for his sneaky actions.
Perfect game plan, perfect game plan.
The fat lady thought this fight would be an easy walk, but with her weight, any walk could be the last. This is Drobanka Kotlarova, and she thinks she's an athlete because she starts each day with Ritter Sport. The petite Regina Lebahova volunteered to fight Rebel Williams' older sister. Before the fight, Regina decided to demonstrate what a nice booty should look like, but Burger Queen mistook it for piece of meat and decided to make a chop. Next, at the most useless weigh-in ceremony, the strawweight continued showing off her body and was beaten with belly punches. From the very beginning, the skinny girls show weight loss exercises to chubby. But at one point, the chicken wings cemetery rushed at Regina, but missed and knocked herself out. Regina won without throwing a single punch, and Kotlarova continued to wallow like a beached whale. Look at this rat. Cynthia Battleberg had no idea what a blatant injustice she was about to experience in a fight by Jessica Fresh. In the end of the first round, a dirty Fresh sneakily punched her opponent after the bell. Further, Fresh stomped her humanity into the ground and did a real rat act. Fresh won, but karma doesn't forget the baddies, and Lindsay Williams, nicknamed Wonder Woman, volunteered to restore the justice. In the fight with Wonder Woman, Fresh started wrestling and went for the armbar, but Williams's bones were flexible. Next, Fresh landed punches on the ground, but it was difficult to finish Williams. Deciding it was time to call it a day, Wonder Woman caught the rodent in a mousetrap and choked it. Williams avenged all those who suffered at the hands of the filthy Fresh, thus punishing the vile scoundrel. In 2012, Brazilian Jennifer Maia faced Sheila Gaff, but Maia didn't realize she was sharing a cage with the sneakiest creature. Gaff extended her paw for a greeting and unexpectedly attacked her rival like a real rat.
The pace comes straight away from Sheila Gaff, and
that was so aggressive. She's out.
Sometime later, Gaff faced Brazilian Ariane Lipski, nicknamed the Queen of Violence, who had the chance to avenge her compatriot by arranging a Brazilian karma to the sneaky rodent. In this fight, Gaff decided to dispense with the greetings and immediately attacked her opponent. Lipski acted like a true queen of violence and forced the mean weasel to bend the knee. The queen ordered the execution of the wretch and carried out the sentence with her own fists.
So that she punches simultaneously, because then she runs in.
There's the big right hand through the ground and pound.
Gaff could only beg for mercy, but she couldn't avoid the horrible fate of being publicly beaten.
Pepsi-Cola! Hello, holy!
This adorable girl's name is Paige Van Zandt, and she is considered the ultimate sex symbol of MMA. Following in the footsteps of Columbus, she was the first to open the way for girl fighters to OnlyFans. But appearances can often be deceiving. Before her fight with Britain Hart, Van Zandt suddenly clutched her opponent's neck like a sneaky rat and then mocked her.
Hey, you know, again, that kind of shows the veteran in the first.
But in the ring, Hart was dominating while Van Zandt couldn't hit the target.
To the body, half-tie block, held by Paige Van Zandt.
Then Van Zandt entered the clinch and sneakily punched her opponent in the back of the head, removing the pretty girl's mask from her rodent muzzle. After revealing her opponent's true colors, Hart's hard punches messed up the model's face, lowering her views on OnlyFans.
Some kind of a comeback she can. Continually throughout this fight as she's doing here, throwing to the body.
Hart won by decision and brutally punished the conniving rat, sending her to OnlyFans Fighting Championship and making her humble forever. Self-confident Sofia Garikanova challenged humble Siana Shaksinova. Sofia publicly humiliated Siana, calling her an animal and throwing dog food at her, although it's wrong to throw away the food your mom put in your lunchbox. And so the long-awaited day of retribution has come. Then in the fight, Siana extended hand to greet her opponent, but the scoundrel responded with arrogance again. Too cocky behavior for a fighter with a 0-3 record. The girls started the fight with an exchange, fixing each other's makeup. Next, Siana slapped Sofia's insolent face with her foot. Then, Siana decided to change appearance of her opponent and scheduled the upstart for a rhinoplasty course. Saddened that justice had been served, the humbled Sofia cried like a kicked dog. Despite her cute face, Mona Kimura demonstrates a frightening level of cruelty even for men. With just one blow, this stunning beauty rocks not only with her smile, but also with her knockout power. Get ready, because now you will be introduced to the cutest representative of the cruel world of martial arts. The future Chun-Li was born on April 12, 2001, in the land of the rising sun. From the age of 4, Mona honed her signature sidekick in karate, but at the age of 10, boxing gloves became her main tool. By the age of 18, Mona Kimura was already a 3-time Japanese women's champion, and her jab could be classified as a cold weapon. However, on September 25, 2024, Mona Kimura unexpectedly ended her boxing career and switched to professional kickboxing. In her debut, Mona faced experienced Ai Ogiwara, who was known for her uncompromising style.
あとワンツーランダ戦ですね。いや勢いが豊島のリレーも後ろ下がらずに前に打つワンツー。
And that's probably why she thought she would easily defeat the young Mona. And so, when the bell rang, Mona confidently took center stage in the ring, like the Mona Lisa in Louvre. Ogiwara tried to break the social distance and get closer to her opponent. But each of Ogiwara's attempts was countered with surgically precise strikes. Then Mona demonstrated how the laws of gravity work. But Ogiwara got up, showing the courage of a fighter. But the fate of her jaw in the fight was already sealed by Mona's fist. So Mona didn't prolong her opponent's suffering, sending her straight to OnlyFans. After that fight, the audience started calling her the real Chun-Li, but one who can actually wreck things for real. Just 2 months after her thunderous victory, Mona was offered a fight on short notice, 4 days before the fight. If her debut was a statement of strength, then her second fight was to be a real test. After all, she was facing an undefeated kickboxer named Yuka.
強そうですね。パワー。なるほど。はい。少し前に出てった方がいいということですね。ああもう絶対これでもう最後までいくと。パンチのエンド入ってる。ローも入ってる。床の攻撃正確。改めてよろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。選手ですね。はい。もうデビュー戦ではもう本当にパーフェクトゲームだったんですよね。
From the opening bell, Mona demonstrated the evolution of her signature style. Her legs turned into real spears, flying out at insane speed.
前蹴りが鋭く伸びてきます。本当に石川さん、時間がないんですけれども伸びてきますね。
試合への KO 勝ちだったので、はい。ご自身と伸びてくるんですね。脱力した状態からしっかりと的確に、はい、倒せるパンチを出してくるので、前蹴りと同様に、はい、この井川選手はこのまっすぐの、足、左ストレート、どうご覧になってますか。
そうですね。木村選手、JKJ を空手の
本当井川選手の顔がだいぶ上がってますのでね。そうですよね。はい。
Then the audience witnessed what would become Mona's signature move, a live display of her sidekick barrage.
ここ一辺倒になると面白くないんだと。とにかくこう蹴りをうまく散らしながら、
空手でも実績あって、ボクシングでも実績あって、
気になってるっていうリスキーな場面ではある
ための蹴りなんだという話をしていました。
まあでもその通りですよね。今もこの前蹴り、足を面白いように
長いですね。
この井川選手にバックして。
And even though her opponent blocked most of the strikes, there were still more kicks than Trump has statements about illegal immigrants.
そうですよね。
木村選手、そうですね。
木村選手、殴っていこうというところですね。蹴り
あると思うの。
どんどん前に来ようというところでしたけれども、この木村のパンチと蹴りというのはどういうふうにご覧になってますか。
すごいなんか伸びてきますね。
そうですよね。さあ当てた。ちょっと鼻から出血がありますユカ。
女子のアマチュアでこれ以上ない。
ボディだ。これはノーダウンです。
Realizing that Mona's only real weakness was close quarters, Yuka charged in aggressively.
前蹴りをどういうふうにさばくか、もしくは避けるか。
スタイルがありつつボクシングでも実績がある。
反応性という部分も競馬の状況といいますか雰囲気を見ながら。
それは嫌ですね。
そうですか。やはりそれを受ける身としては嫌だと。
そうですね。
さら ボディだ。そして身を
でそこをねパンチを合わせれば、はい、倒せる。
決めていった。打った。
And seeing the total destruction wrought by Mona, the judges ultimately sided with her.
強引にいっちゃっていいと思います。足の上げられてる時が。
まさにその蹴りを出すタイミングも変幻自在という木村。
前蹴りをね被弾しながらもですね、決して
突き上げるような蹴りでした。
本当に素晴らしいですこのタイミング。
当てました。そして2つ。
パンチを当てれば十分倒せるタイミングがあるんで。
さあ伸びてきましたが、
でもスペシャリストですね。本当に素晴らしいですこのタイミング。
当てました。そして木村。
After just 2 stunning victories, the young Mona was given a title eliminator for a shot at the Crush Championship. Fitting, really. The whole fight scene had already developed a major crush on her. Mona was set to share the ring with Satoko Ozawa, the former strawweight champion, a woman who crushed her opponent's hopes of victory with her fists. Therefore, the third fight was to be a real test for the pretty Mona. God might favor the rule of 3, but Mona favors only pure, bloody violence. And when the bell rang, Mona immediately established her now signature distance. But Ozawa, knowing Mona would gun her down from range, charged straight in. But it's impossible to hide from Mona. Using her taijutsu, she began to decorate Ozawa's face. But her opponent didn't back down. She continued to try to force the young Mona into close combat, relying on her experience. But Mona decided to improve Ozawa's unique face, performing plastic surgery the old-fashioned way, with her hands and legs. The referee could no longer bear to watch such a brutal spectacle, so he stopped the fight, preventing Mona from finishing off the wounded samurai. The millions of spectators around the world witnessed not just a victory, they saw the new princess of kickboxing announced to the world. The time of Mona's reign had come. This woman breaks every rule of common sense.
Dropped her.
Gabi Garcia is a real mistake of nature that is now hunting people. This monster doesn't care about her opponent's age or even their gender.
Gabi here. She's going.
And in this video, you're about to witness the story of the craziest woman on the planet and her best fights.
Use it to transition up and go for the finish here. Yeah. And she gets the pass.
This is Boxing Game. Here we go. Back in her childhood, Gabi was put into volleyball and handball, but she quickly realized her true calling was hurting people. With her massive size, she destroyed everyone in jiu-jitsu with ease.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that
In the end, she became a 9-time world champion and soon decided to conquer a new discipline. In 2015, this failed genetic experiment made her MMA debut. She shared the ring with Leyly Tapa, known as the Barbarian. The fight started and Gabby exploded forward like a wild lioness going for the prey.
Finding out you have a chin.
But instantly walked straight into a trap.
Making their pro debut. Oh, nice big hand! Rock Gabby Garcia. Tapa on the attack.
Then, after a brief pause, like the Incredible Hulk, she charged again to destroy her prey.
Gabby grab her. Which Gabby does under the shoulder. Another nice left. Big left.
Following Nate Diaz's playbook, Garcia made her opponent collapse like a house of cards.
Udabi. Nice right hands by Gabby. Pushing right hands, just trying to get inside.
And finished the fight by brutally smashing her opponent's face into the canvas.
Oh! Exactly. Look at it here, a back fist. No! Dropped her. Now she's exactly where she didn't want to be. It's over. This needs to be stopped, and it is.
After that triumph, Garcia jumped onto a full-speed hype train, and plenty of fighters wanted a ticket. However, out of everyone, Garcia chose an elderly woman from Japan, Yumiko Hata.
Oh my God. Did you see Gabby Garcia beat up that grandma? I was gonna post it. I got the video. I was just gonna post, what the fuck, Japan? Have you guys seen
Looks like Yumiko wasn't satisfied with her pension and decided to make money. And before the fight, the Japanese's coach tried to get under the woman bodybuilder's skin. But Gabby, focused only on hitting her protein intake, stepped into the ring completely calm. The fight began, and due to her age, Hata seemed to confuse MMA with wrestling. In response, Garcia hooked her like a harpoon, dragging her in and instantly impaling her on a sharp blade.
Garcia with a thunderous knee.
Soon enough, she easily crushed her jaw like Nori.
She took some knees and another knee there. Punches there by Garcia. Polka trying to punch back, but it's simply too much here. Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist, right hands, the referee says is enough.
And even the knockout wasn't the end, because after that, Hata's student apparently decided to flirt with death by attacking and provoking Gabby.
Well, Gabby Garcia now.
After that, Gabby Garcia was invited to Japan in kaiju status, and Megumi Yabushita was stepping up as her Jaeger. Yabushita was an absolute wrestling champion in her homeland. And came to showcase her full skill set. But the bell rang, and Gabby easily brushed her off like an annoying cockroach. Then she started firing high kicks, testing her opponent's jaw durability. And unleashing her inner demon, she finished her opponent right during the fall, blatantly breaking the rules. Because of that outrageous violation, she was no longer invited to fight in Japan. Watching what Garcia was doing, women started refusing to fight her, since no one wanted to become a kamikaze. So for the first time, she decided to step in against someone with equal testosterone levels. Gabby called out the legendary Volkanovski's coach, Craig Jones.
It's so awful. The sound of broken bones, I've never...
At the face-off, Craig decided to test whether Beauty and the Beast was just a fairy tale.
Shut up! That bitch, man! You cross the line,
On August 17th, 2024, the world witnessed the first ever intergender professional fight.
Oh my God, thank God, but Craig is actually putting some shorts on.
The bell rang and Craig, knowing he couldn't beat this Godzilla fairly, pulled a ratty act.
That's the correct.
ladies and gentlemen,
But Gabby, despite the filthy move, showed elite BJJ skills.
Battle against Gabby here. She's going belly down. She's in on a body lock here, trying to drive forward.
In response, Craig, like a hitman, locked a choke on the beast.
Gabby non-stop over the last couple of months in the lead up to this.
Oh, this is it right here.
And proved that even such giant ogress belongs in the kitchen.
Big squeeze coming. Oh, she does! The rear naked choke gets the jump.
Garcia realized that her physical limits, unlike her testosterone, weren't infinite, and returned to familiar territory. The moment Gabby announced her return to the ring, the list of challengers eager to test their strength started growing, and her Japanese haters had already prepared a new fighter for her, Barbara Nepomuceno. The fight began, and Gabby stormed forward, hammering her opponent with jackhammer strikes.
So powerful. Power there. She has no ready, but she might be worried about the takedown.
Then, after draining her, she easily took the fight to the ground.
Gabby Garcia with the clinch gets the takedown.
Within seconds, she twisted her opponent's arm like a thin branch.
Gabby's corner, there it is right there. Not good. It is all over.
Well, Gabby Garcia now remains.
After this triumphant return, a higher profile opponent appeared on the horizon, Destany Yarbrough. Yarbrough became the first opponent who was just as heavy as Garcia. This looked less like a women's fight and more like a Godzilla vs. Kong remake. The audience was eagerly awaiting the clash between the two female giants in the ring. The bell rang, and Destany immediately tried to provoke her.
Right there, the overhand right, but Destiny does have to get in and get out. I don't think she wants to take down.
But an enraged Gabby dragged the fight into her favorite territory.
Second takedown attempt. Nice head and arm from Gabby, dragged her down. Now back control.
Working some ground and pound here, looking for the TKO.
Very often. Yeah, Gabby is just I don't know how much ground or jiu-jitsu experience she's had. She's doing a good job of defending though right here, but she's got to get some motion and get up and get out of here.
Yeah, I mean she's right now.
And delivered a dark destiny for Destany.
There now, she needs a full knot, use it to transition. Now she can go for the finish here.
Yeah,
and she gets the tap.
Very dominant.
With another victory, Gabby Garcia remains an undefeated MMA fighter.
Well, Gabby Garcia now remains.
In this video, we've seen the story of the She-Hulk of MMA.
Еще одно попадание, здорово! Наносится удар, и на канвасе оказывается леди этапа. Идет серия добивающих ударов. Сейчас судья, скорее всего, вмешается. Все, поединок за...
And discovered that she really looks more like Shrek.
Took some knees and another knee there. Punches there by Garcia. Hoka trying to punch back, but it's simply too much here. Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist, right hands. The referee says that is enough.
Like this video and subscribe to the channel. This was Boxing Game. See you next time.
Oh my God, thank God, but Cris actually playing some short side.